Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be video conferencing as I'm given a chance to present my paper on this very auspicious day. I am Kyaw, professor of Regina University. Before I begin presentation, I would like to make a request. If you have any question to ask concerning my presentation, please give them to me in writing at chatbot or email so that I can fully understand your questions and give a reply. I also want to keep your question in record and use them to improve my further study. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the topic that I'm going to present today is Myanmar Laquerware and its prospect. I would like to present the objective of my paper. There are 3 points. I would like to continue the hypothesis on this paper was conducted by the paranormal method. Related data were collected through some published data. First of all, I would like to share a little background on Laquerware. There is a long history of Myanmar liqueur. Scholars have presented various aspects about liqueur, though there is very little discrepancy in the discrimination of Myanmar liqueur production process. There is a wide divergence of opinion regarding the origin of Myanmar liqueur act. Many people have 3 opinions on Myanmar liqueur. These 3 perspectives are fully described in my paper. I don't talk about time anymore. In my opinion, none of these opinions are general, not based on solid evidence, because they are either biased or too far-fetched. One cannot say when the Burma began to know about this industry. Anyway, the Shekwin Pagoda inscription inscribed in 1223 AD is the earliest available evidence of Myanmar liqueur. So, there is no denying that Myanmar liqueur has existed since Pagan period, and then it gradually developed through the age of Taungu, Inwa, and Nyunt, reaching zenith in Kombong period. Pagan period liqueur lacks decorative painting and badge were of only plain black. In Inwa period, there were paintings began to appear on lacquerware. During the Nyunt period, on the surface of lacquerware were engraved with a 5-iron stylus. In Komong period, the adult lacquerware developed to Shui Zawa called gold leaf lacquerware. The gold leaf relief more lacquerware and Mansi Shui Cha glass and gold inlay lacquerware. I will continue to discuss the liquor industry and protection. There are 33 liquor villages in Myanmar. The details are provided in the paper. In fact, liquor was not even used during the monarchical period, but only later. If we look at the protection of liquor, we can see that there are 4 types and classes. 4 types are rare object, rigid object, personal ornaments, and musical instruments. 4 classes are these Poto. Poto 1 is Trezawa, Poto 2 is horsehair liquor, Poto 3 is original reason, and Poto 4 is Japan liquor called Seiyon. There are 4 classes of liquor in relation to quality and value. First class is Trezawa, gold liquor. Second class is horsehair liquor. Third class is ordinary liquor. Fourth class is Seiyon called Japan liquor. I would like to continue to introduce the main ingredient in liquor. Business material used in the production of liquor are bamboo or wood. Horsehair, this is called resin. Nauchi called condom. Amethyl called meat bone. Clay, vermilion, yellow opium, indigo, gold plate, engine chongmo called engine stone powder, tanausi, acacia gum, tamasi, neem gum, and tichacoal. Next, there are 11 steps to present the business liquor business. First, cutting bamboo near the joint. Carved into bamboo pieces. At that, tips of bamboo slab are cut off to be equal. Fourth, cutting of joint. Fifth, splitting bamboo slab into strips. Sixth, dividing tips of bamboo strips. 7. Trimming bamboo strip into long trim strips. After long, elegant strip of bamboo are cut. It is to make 4 kinds of basis material. These are 1. Making coin object. Second, making woven object, that making toast object and food, making body object. Laquerware were usually decorated in 5 colors, such as black for resin, red for mercury sulfide, yellow for cedar, blue for mayne or indigo, and green for mixed resin and cedar. Tissue or resin is the essential material in the lacquerware industry. According to the design on the basis phrase, Myanmar means absolute. There are 6 types of lacquerware. Firstly, I would like to present ordinary lacquerware. Myanmar means yo-yo-yong. Ordinary lacquer is made of both bamboo and wood. Only black and red are used for ordinary lacquerware, especially home appliances and common objects for region are ordinary lacquerware. Secondly, let me tell you about the stylish lacquerware. Myanmar means Kyaw. Red or black lacquerware draw a design with a pattern with a stylus. If a design is a skilled worker, we cannot predict the beginning and end of the collection. The design for floral, picture, landscape, and body stories drew on the plain lacquer with stylus and then at the color. Thirdly, let's talk about Shizawayong. The lacquerware decorated with gold leaf is called git lacquer. The required pattern is drawn on the black lacquer material and added with a mixture of neem gum and yellow opium powder. After applying the resin on elastic objects, a fixed gold leaf. Today, this is the most expensive lacquer due to the price of gold. Several Asian temples and monasteries in our country have wall and ceiling cover with panel or Shizwa work. As a fourth, I would like to about the yo-yo. The yo-yo is made by mixing tissue or resin with the yo. The yo is made of green rose the bone to a fine powder. According to Dr. Kyaw, the yo-yo have originated in China around 7th and 11th century. However, it is said to have disappeared during the Ming Dynasty. At present, that kind of lacquer is still being made in Baghdad. As a fifth, I would like to talk about glass mosaics and gate lacquer. It is very delicate and expensive due to the six of adhesion and amount of time and labor involved. The required pattern is a fixed color glass and gate on the blacks, fabrics or lacquerware. This type of lacquerware can be found through slide, cover or folding manuscript and pen leaf manuscript, drum circle or orchestra, OV and xylophone, shrine and contour, etc. As a sixth, I would like to talk about drawing lacquerware image so-called Mampia. In making drawing lacquer image, was first mold the image in clay or bamboo wicker work. Then, the mold image was to apply with a coat of straw, ash, and water. Mix roof and taverns or elder, way to be soaked with liquid and to wrap the mold with these clothes repeatedly. And then, cotton or cloth soaked with liquid is applied layer by layer repeatedly, making release figure with hollow. The earliest mafia in Myanmar was dated September 10, 1765 in Nyunt, Putalin Township. There is another mafia dated December 2nd, 1772 at Pindaya Yang Monastery. May I continue to discuss about production process? First up is business material. There are three business types of lacquerware made of bamboo. First step, wrap thin bamboo round the coil, called rope. Example, flower pot, yidagong, downland, bowl cover, etc. Second type, knot three thin bamboos together and coil. Example, petal box, water cap, rice bowl, etc. Third type, weaving the necessary pattern with very thin bamboo as a small object or material. As a second step, the business material is coated with resin. It is called the yoga, in English grounding. After coated this sea, it is kept the basement for 3 days. In order to obtain such a good black material, it is necessary to enter and is the basement 5 times. The liquid is smoked and polished with stone powder. Then it is rubbed with thick charcoal powder to make it finer. When it is polished, the inside of liquid is painted red with a mixture of wood resin and vermilion. It is said that the inside of most lacquerware is painted. Please continue about engraving, etching, and coloring. The outline of the design is engraved freehand on the surface of each item. This work is usually done only by men. Women are less active. The part of the design that are meant to be red paint mixed with resin and vermilion are further etched on the surface. It kept to dry in the basement for 3 days, and then the liquid is rubbed with well-raised hooks. After that, it is applied with acacia gum or neem gum to design a color and dry in the open air. When it dries, it is outlined in green color using stylex. After that, it is applied to the wood and rubbed in a cloth to keep it clean and left in the basement for 5 days. After 5 days, the necessary color are painted. As painting was operated by only women, men cannot be found painting work. If I say about painting, 4 basic styles of traditional Myanmar painting are used. These are Kyaw, Kapi, Gaza, and Neri. Details are provided in my paper. After talking about the history and production stage of varnish, I would like to talk about the lacquerware market. There are many types for selling the lacquerware, especially Pagoda festival and shop. Some are sold through traders or merchants. 3 classes of sellers are manufacturer and customer supply of lacquerware. Second type, self-produce and self-distribute. Third type, purchase through manufacturer and sellers. Today, the rich men are opening stores with production. Before concluding, let's talk about the potential of the lacquer industry. Both the number of lacquerware villages and the number of lacquer workers has dwindled. The main problem is that raw material is scarce. There is no market, so there are few people interested in making a living, and there is not enough capital. In addition, disposable items are available. Long-lasting products are being replaced. This shows that as technology advances, some cultures are being swallowed up. So, when we think about how we are going to maintain it, it is necessary to form a lacquerware business association systematically. Banks must be able to lend at low interest rate to those who want to run a lacquer business. We must try to attract people who want to study at the lacquer school systematically. You need to be able to create markets and locate raw materials in a timely manner. If we work together, the ICH list lacquer culture was less. In conclusion, there is no denying that the Myanmar lacquer industry has flourished since the Kyaw era. What I want to present here, we must remember that culture has no boundaries. No culture has emerged and cannot stand. Cultural exchange will continue to exist, even if there are natural or man-made barriers between countries. Because of this fact, there is historical evidence that identical forms and experience of one culture are emerging not only in one country but in many countries at the same time. Therefore, I think some of the cultural characteristics of a country are very similar to those of neighboring countries. Especially now, the lacquerware culture has to be preserved. Let me end my presentation by urging all parties to work together systematically for this. Thank you very much for your participation.